Good evening. Welcome to P.E. Shotwell Stadium for tonight's Southtown Showdown between the Abilene High Lady Eagles and the Wylie Lady Bulldogs. Greg Knuckles, Carter Cook will be joining me here in just a minute. Glad you're with us tonight. Want to welcome you to the Blake Williams State Farm pregame show. Blake State Farm, for generations, Eagle fans have come together for these events, and we're proud to be a part of that tradition. We aim to help you protect what matters most, your home, your vehicle, and your family's future. Give us a call today at 325-673-7145 and let us put together a plan that's right for you. Because like a good neighbor, Blake Williams State Farm is there. The Lady Eagles come in tonight coached by Coach Fisher, Michael Fisher, in his first year at Abilene High as the ladies soccer coach. Came from Craig. He was athletics coordinator at Craig the last 2 years. They come in with a record of 9-9-1. They're 3-4 in district, currently in third place. Playing the Wylie Lady Bulldogs, who currently sit in second place at 13-3, 5-1. And Coach Oglesby, Corey Oglesby, in her first year, she was at Abilene High last year and transferred to Wylie this year for her first season there. Last game was Friday night for Abilene High. They lost to Wichita Falls Legacy 4-1. Wylie's last game was last Tuesdays. They beat Legacy 5-0. This is the last regular season game for both teams. Wylie beat Abilene High 2-1 on February 13th right here at Shotwell Stadium. And I'm going to welcome Carter Cook with me. Carter, you know, close game last time. Abilene High pulled out an nail-biter 2-1. So what do you think about tonight's game?
Really, these Lady Eagles coming in this matchup, they're about breaking it even on most things. They're 9-9-1, sitting right at 500. They're scoring about 2 goals a game, allowing about 2 to 3 goals a game. And they're at the middle of the pack in this district. So quite literally breaking even on everything. They're 2-3 in their last 5. So close to 500 with a pretty big loss to Legacy on the 27th. And then they're coming up against this really, really good Lady Bulldogs offense. Claire Fellows, 11 goals. Brooklyn Cano, 7 goals. Lauren Ramirez, 6 goals. And they've had an impressive season so far just on offense. 37 total goals scored. Around 2 a game, but only allowing 1. So on both sides of the ball, they've been really, really good, just to say the least. They're currently ranked 29th in 5A, currently sitting at 13-3, 5-1 in District 4, standing only behind the dominant Memorial Lady Mavericks, who have had just an amazing season. They've so far, they've scored 100 goals and only allowed 8 in total this season. They've had one player, 39 total goals scored for this team. But Wylie only held them to 2. They have an average around 6 a game. But also, Wylie has someone like Claire Fellows. They've had an amazing run with people like Fellows. 11 goals for her, 12 assists, 34 points. And also, Wylie hasn't given up a goal in their last 2. They're 4-1 in their last 5. 5-1 in district. Only loss comes to those Memorial Lady Mavericks, who are 18th in 5A alone. And they're just impressive, Greg.
They're a juggernaut. If you look at the stats, they've scored 100 goals and given up 8. And right now, the Wylie Lady Bulldogs are being introduced, and Wylie will be wearing white shirt shorts with Wylie across the chest in purple numbers. Abilene High will be in black with gold numbers and black or gold on the sleeves. I believe gold on the sleeves. Actually, they're wearing all black with gold numbers. So reducing the visitors. But yeah, this district is pretty much decided. Memorial and Wylie are the top 2. But Abilene High has struggled, as you know, they've struggled their last 5 games. And so Legacy and Abilene High, Legacy's just a half game behind Abilene High. That was a big win for Legacy to beat them. So if Abilene High loses tonight, that could drop them into 4th place, which means they're going to face a juggernaut in that by-district round of play.
Yeah, and also because the precedent set by that Memorial game, Memorial scored 12 goals in just 1 game, which is something we would usually see in the span of maybe 3 or 4 games for a regular team. So Abilene High might struggle if they do not win against this Wylie team tonight, which winning already against these Lady Bulldogs is probably going to be pretty hard. Again, talking about the offense, just with their top 3 goal scorers, and the fact that they're ranked 29th in the state is going to be really difficult for the Eagles. But if they get this upset here tonight, it will mean the world to them.
I think they could clinch 3rd place if they could win tonight.
Yeah,
they would lock 3rd place up, which would be better in the bi-district. Which, by the way, the playoffs start March 19th. Abilene High Lady Eagles being introduced right now. as we get ready for soccer action. Glad you're with us at Shotwell Stadium. The weather tonight right now, let's just get the weather for us right quick. Let's see here.
It's been odd weather all day.
It's been overcast tonight. We've got some bad weather coming during the night, and it's supposed to rain the next 5 days. But right now, it's 82 degrees, southeast wind 11, probably gusting to 15. You can see the flags blowing to the southeast here at Shotwell Stadium. The rain is east of us right now. I'm not expecting any rain tonight until after 3 in the morning. But we're going to rise and take a break right now for our national anthem. Our national anthem. Again, I want to thank Blake Williams State Farm for sponsoring our pregame show. Eagle fans have come together for these events. We're proud to be a part of that tradition. We aim to help you protect what matters most, your home, your vehicle, and your family's future. Give us a call today at 325-673-7145 and let us put it together a plan that's right for you, because like a good neighbor, Blake Williams State Farm is there. As we get ready for soccer action here at Shotwell Stadium, Greg Knuckles, Carter Cook with us. Even got Gage sitting with us tonight in the booth. Glad Gage is with us. And Carter, what are your final thoughts before we get for this second Southtown Showdown?
My final thoughts is that Abilene High, again, obviously they really need to win here because this Wylie team is super good. I already talked about their offense and their defense because they've been the Wylie offense, stellar. Defense, amazing. While Abilene High has still been middle of the table, and they need to win tonight in order to stay in that third place spot, so Legacy will bore the brunt of whoever they have to play in the playoffs. But Abilene High will probably look for a fight tonight, and hopefully they can get it.
Yeah, it's going to be a great night here at Shotwell. And, of course, we couldn't do these events with students like Carter and Gage and our AISD live student staff. We just couldn't do any live event without them. And so tonight, we've got Desiree, or Justice, is going to be running camera 1. Caden and Malia, camera 2. Matthew's running camera 5. Gabriel, camera 6. Carter's with me in the booth. Ethan's doing the replay. Malia and Justice will be taking turns at directing, and of course Justice will be on the live stream as well. So in of course we couldn't do it without Randy Cluck, our leader, and Karen Batson, Caleb Smith do a great job with these kids. I want to thank Karen Batson for the pizza tonight that she brought for us. It's a nice supper, and of course I can't leave out the best clock operator in the state of Texas, and Coach Randy Raines down there. And Coach, I know you're listening, but you do a fine job running the clock. So we're getting ready for soccer here at Shotwell. Glad you're with us tonight on AISD Live. This will be our last regular season soccer broadcast of the season. We've been glad you're with us all season. Like I said, the playoffs will start after spring break on March 19th, and we won't know any playoff pairings because the boys are still got games to play. So Wylie's going to be defending the south end of Shotwell Stadium with the Cougars in the end zone. Cougars red outlined in white. And Abilene High will be defending their end zone with Eagles in the north end zone, gold outlined in white as we get ready for soccer tonight. Abilene High wearing all black, gold numbers, real big numbers. Wylie wearing white, Wylie on the front, and purple numbers. So glad you're with us here at Shotwell tonight as we get ready for I said Southtown Showdown card. It's actually Crosstown because Abilene High is on the north side of town. So Crosstown Showdown between Abilene High and Wylie. And number 19 for Abilene High, and that's going to be Ray De La Garza, is going to start it off. Abilene High will get the ball first here tonight. And here we go.
And Rayuna De La Garza is that Seminole State commit. She's a senior, class of 2026. She's a part of this really good Abilene High team that has made the playoffs every single year since 2023. And she's been a key role in this player. Close shot there. Last year they had a first-round loss to Amarillo 0-2.
First shot on goal for the Eagles there. Goes to the left of the goal. And so Wylie's, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Carter. So Wylie's
no, you're good.
So number 3, Clara Percival will kick it out of her goal box.
I mean, this rivalry right here, it is pretty familiar, obviously, because Wylie was a 4A for so long, while Abilene High was floating between 5A and 6A for a while there. And it's not a new rivalry, obviously. It's very big just in Abilene in general. But it makes it so much more when like a playoff spot is on the line. Like we saw that the crosstown showdown between Abilene and Cooper that last week against that Cooper team that really has struggled this season but still has a bright future.
Oh yeah, they're going to be dominant. I'm telling you, as many freshmen as Cooper has, they're going to be dominant. I predict they're going to make the playoffs next year, and in their junior, because they're all freshmen, a lot of them. Don't be shocked if they contend for a state championship in their final 2 years.
Yeah.
So we got a throw in for Wylie, number 19, Savannah Rosencrantz, the freshman. And I'll tell you, the two girls that make Wylie go from last time, Ruby Rumsey, she's a freshman for Wylie. She makes them go, as well as Rosencrantz. So keep your eye on those two names and numbers tonight. Number 16 Rumsey and 19 Rosencrantz for Wylie. So De La Garza for Abilene High. Carter, do you know where she's got committed to school?
I mentioned it earlier. She's going to Seminole State College. I believe she's following Keely Ashton.
Okay.
There, out in Seminole, Texas. And that's going to be great because, again, you get to develop with someone you probably played with for a long time. Because obviously De La Garza has been a big piece in this Abilene High Eagle team for the past few years. Again, previously talked about their playoffs. And Michael Fisher looks to continue that in his next few years here, which, yeah, they've been about a middle-of-the-table team this season. But I believe, again, just like that Cooper team, they're going to rise. And I wouldn't see it as impossible where they make a deep playoff run in these next few years.
Yeah. Wylie bringing it up, number 5. That's going to be Claire Fellows. That's the one we talked about in the pregame. She makes them go. So it's Fellows and Rumsey, the two, I call them the two stud horses for, not horses, but two studs for Wylie, in my opinion. Good defense by Hogue, Jasmine Hogue. We called her name a lot last time, Carter. And also Leilani Valero, we called her name a lot as well, too.
Yeah. Because that Cooper game, there was more than just the playing and like Cooper's defense. They've had a strong defense all season. But really, that wind, which tonight there's not a huge amount of wind, currently about 8 miles an hour. But really, this heat, too, could be a factor in this game. It's sitting around 79 right now, but the sun's gone down, so it could get pretty cool pretty quick.
Right. And we're going to play 2 40-minute halves, have a 10-minute halftime. And if we tie at the end of regulation like we did in the boys' game last Tuesday, we will have a shootout.
Caden Camp with that amazing goal right there to end it.
This is a big game for the Lady Eagles.
It is, because currently they're sitting third at the table, 9-9-1 overall, 3-4 in district, coming off of a loss against Legacy. I believe last Friday. Would that be
yes?
Last Friday at Legacy.
Lost 4-1. Yes.
Yeah, and that was a big thing because Legacy has been climbing again. Obviously, Cooper's been out of the playoffs for a hot minute now. A little bit of corner action there.
Good defense by Maddie Dunn.
Yeah.
We're going to see the replay. Nice defense by Dunn there. Took the ball away from number 7, Lauren Ramirez. But look at the defense on that replay. That's just great defense.
It is.
And nice sportsmanship by Ramirez to help her up. Both these teams have good defense. Abilene High does play good defense, Carter, and I'm anxious to see if they made any adjustments from the last time they played them 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, because really, when they played them, they lost at Hugh Sandifer 1-3, which was a pretty big loss. Obviously, Wylie's been pretty dominant this season. Obviously, they're sitting at second in the table, and they've held first place Memorial 2-1. Excuse me. But really, Abilene High is looking to make a statement here with an upset so they can avoid tricky seeding in the playoffs.
Good hustle by number 6 there, Anika Ramirez. And let's see, I think Trinity Escobedo is the goalkeeper for Abilene High tonight, number 0.
Yeah, Harden, I kind of noticed that. Harden's usually the goalkeeper for Abilene High. She's been pretty good this season. Preventing a lot of goals. Obviously, there was that game against Memorial, which, again, Memorial is extremely scary. 92-point differential, 100 goals scored, and only 8 allowed.
Yeah, and one of their players, I can't remember their name, apologize for that. She has scored 39 goals this year. Think about that. She has scored 39 goals, Carter. That's just unheard of.
I mean, that's like Tim Linscomb, like all the complete games he threw. Just imagine that.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously, speaking of baseball, next week we do have some action on AISD Live.
We do. And speaking of that, on March the 12th, we have our first baseball live broadcast. Wylie at Abilene High at Blackburn at 1 o'clock. Chuck Statler will be on the call for that game. And then I can go down the list, but on the St. Patrick's Day, we're going to have Wylie Cooper softball at Cooper at 6:30. And then I can talk about the other games here in a little bit. But, yeah, we got all kinds of stuff going on this spring here at AISD Live. We're glad you're with us. Greg Knuckles, Carter Cook, and Gage sitting in the booth with us tonight. And I want to thank one of our core sponsors, Great Lakes Cheese. You can see it right behind the Expo Center. We at Great Lakes Cheese are proud to support local high school sports. Great Lakes Cheese is not just a company. We're an employee-owned family. The people who say, we got to go. Wow. Hold that thought there. So we got to go for the Eagles at 32-41.
And you hear that great call from the voice of Shotwell currently.
I think that was number 4, Malin Murray. Let's see.
That was.
She passed it over to... Oh, good defense there. Who was that?
I would say that was Malin Murray, but it was tipped by the goalkeeper.
I think that was Jasmine Hogue, number 20. But we'll find out for sure. I think that was 20. Because Jasmine Hogue was right there on the replay. So 1-0 Eagles on the goal at 32-41.
They're trying to make a statement here, obviously. Out of bounds.
The clock has not started. Here comes the replay again. The replay here. 16 Ruby Rumsey. Nice save by Escobedo. So first shot on goal for Wylie. Clock is still stopped. He's winding the clock. I don't know if the clock is not working. It doesn't look like. So timeout. The clock is not working, it doesn't look like right now.
Oh, it's back on.
Okay.
Really, Abilene High is trying to fire up this offense. Already a shot on goal, and well, actually 2 shots on goal, and a goal by Jasmine Hogue, we believe. It was tipped by the goalkeeper for Wylie. I believe tonight it is Kensley Mash. I believe for tonight. For Wylie, actually, no, it is Lily Stryker. She got out of her hands and it went in the goal box. Well, the goal.
Mash is normally the goalkeeper for Wylie, but Stryker's playing tonight. Just like Bailey Harden is normally the goalkeeper for Abilene High, but Trinity Escobedo starting for the Lady Eagles tonight. So 2 shots on goal for Abilene High, 1 Wylie, but the big goal by Jasmine Hogue to give the first goal to Abilene High as they lead 1-0 here in the first half of this Crosstown showdown.
Abilene High once again pushing into that Wylie territory. Already a goal. Wylie's going to try and keep it away from them.
I'm anxious to see how long they go with striker if Abilene High scores again, Carter.
Yeah. It might just be trying to preserve them from the playoffs, which is a smart strategy, but in a game like this, against this Abilene High team who's really trying to make a statement here against Wylie tonight, because already 2 shots on goal and a goal.
Nico Ramirez throws it in for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, again, 2 shots on goal, a goal by Abilene High. They're really trying to make an upset here. Wylie, again, looking to respond here as they go across into Abilene High territory.
Rumsey brings it up for Wylie. You'll be calling her name a lot tonight. And there's number 5. That's Claire Fellows. Claire Fellows. That was Claire Fellows with her first goal of the night at 30-41.
Wylie looking to respond pretty quick.
Look at that kick, just perfect kick in the right corner of the goal. And so Wylie quickly ties it at 1. 2 shots on goal apiece. And we're tied at 1 here in the first half.
Escobedo, I thought, would have saved that goal. She got her hands up pretty quick.
It was just a little too high for her, Carter. Looked like it just went out of her reach. So 1-1 here. We haven't even played 10 minutes. We've got a 1-1 tie. This may be a shootout tonight, Carter.
Oh, yeah, because we saw it with that Abilene High Cooper game. Again, Caden Camp scored that game-winning goal for Abilene High, and that was really impressive. Ball goes into the stands.
So both teams come out scoring quickly. And we're tied at 1 here in the first half. Glad you're with us tonight. You know, I find it funny. I was talking to Randy Cluck about this. The baseball teams play during spring break, but the soccer, the whole state of Texas is taking off for spring break because the soccer playoffs don't start till after spring break.
I find that funny, especially with football, because I've never understood it, because the prospect of having a playoff game on either Thanksgiving or Black Friday, I find very interesting. I get it. It's Texas high school football. It's like king here. Cooper and Abilene High obviously got stepped in the second round by pretty good teams. Denton Ryan and Argyle were their opponents in the playoffs last year. But really, I find that funny.
Right. Number 2, Maddie Dunn, the freshman for Abilene High. Good defense on Kira Robinson. So Rumsey's going to, number 16, Ruby Rumsey throws it in for Wylie. Good defense by the Lady Eagles. Tied at 1 here in this Southtown showdown. Crosstown showdown. Oh, almost had a shot went wide to the left. So 3 shots on goal for Wylie, 2 for Abilene High. And we're tied at 1 here.
Both teams trying to get some offense going.
Right.
Abilene High, 2 shots on goal. Goal by Jasmine Hogue. And then Wylie, 3 shots on goal, as we just mentioned, and a goal by Claire Fellows. Really, again, this is a fight for Abilene High, trying to stay in that 3rd place spot, not trying to give it up to Legacy, who they lost to last Friday 1-4 at Memorial Stadium in Wichita Falls.
And Claire Fellows, the one we talked about in the pregame show, nice header that goes over the goal. So 4 shots on goal for Wylie, but Claire Fellows is kind of the leader of this team, Carter. She has proven this year with her stats you have there. And of course, she scored 3 goals last Tuesday night in the win over Legacy. 3 of the 5 goals. So her and Rumsey are a deadly combination, because Rumsey for a freshman is really good. She scored the 2 goals against Abilene High last time.
Claire Fellows, 11 goals so far this season, and really she's a big contributor to this Wylie team here. Ball goes out of bounds, because right now they're looking to try and keep their 2nd place spot, which they've already clinched, but right now, obviously, Abilene High is trying to get up and stay in third so they don't have to face a pretty good team in their playoff
That's right.
game.
So Wylie kicks it out of the goal box. Good line drive kick. The wind's still blowing probably about 10 miles an hour. It has settled down since the game started. And number 10 for Wylie, that's going to be Brooklyn Cano, the senior, to Lauren Ramirez.
Wylie looking to make a pretty good start here, trying to score another goal. Ball goes into the stands, goes back out on the field.
So Abilene High with good defense down here.
Really, as you were talking about the weather here, Greg, we almost never see this in soccer season. Last year at the end of soccer season, it was cold, windy, there was dust everywhere. Now it's nice, hot, warm, and it was pretty sunny today.
I know it is, yes. Ball goes out of bounds off the Eagles over to Wylie. Number 10, Brooklyn Cano throws it in. Wylie with a high kick that just goes in front of the box there and out of bounds. If you're just joining us, 1-1. Jasmine Hogue for Abilene High at 32-41 got the scoring started, and then Claire Fellows tied it at 1-1 at 30-41. So 1-1 here as the Lady Eagles kick it out of the box. Glad you're listening out on AISD Live. Yeah, you know, you talk about the end of February and 1st of March, you know, and of course this time of the year in West Texas is my favorite time. I love severe weather. We're going to be having some severe weather this week. I like the storms and the tornadoes and all that good stuff. It's pretty neat to me.
Yeah, you never know when Reed Timmer or Jim Cantori is going to show up at your doorstep.
Right.
Team Dominator coming through Abilene now.
Right.
Looking to chase some severe weather.
Wylie again, there's Ramirez, and she kicks it to the right of the goal. So 5 shots on goal for the Lady Bulldogs. And you'll see the replay on AISD Live here. Good shot from our camera crew tonight. Good ball movement by Ramirez there for Wylie. So both teams came out of the gate quick, tied at 1.
I still think Wylie, they're looking to do some damage here because they want to keep, well, obviously they've kept their second place spot. They've clinched the playoffs, so has Abilene High. Abilene High here is just looking to prevent falling to 4th in the district, obviously.
Nice pass by Brooklyn Cano. You're right, Carter. Offsides on Wylie. So number 5 for Abilene High, Sky Marsh, will kick it out of the box for the Lady Eagles. So Sky Marsh, the senior, will kick it out of the box, and she kicks a line drive kick. Clover Hennessy. She goes down. I think they're going to call a foul on Wylie. Actually, they called a foul on Abilene High, so the ball will go over to Wylie. And Claire Fellows, number 5, will do the free kick, and you'll see the replay here. It was Rumsey and Hennessy. Yep. I didn't really see a foul there, but they called one.
I think number 9, Malia Gonzalez, kind of kicked up.
Okay.
Who'd you say? Rumsey?
Rumsey, yeah.
Yeah, I think she kind of kicked her up there.
So Claire Fellows, the captain, kicks the ball. Nice save by Escobedo. 6 shot on goal. Nice save there from Escobedo. And she's going to kick it right out of her box. Kicks a little pooch kick.
She's been taking over pretty good for Hardin, who's been really good for Abilene High this whole season.
Yes.
Only giving up in total this season, only 57 goals, while Abilene High's offense has scored 45. So she's been a trooper out there at goal for these Lady Eagles. And once again, Abilene High trying to make a push into Wylie territory. And a great save by Lily Stryker out there, taking over for Kinsley Mash tonight.
Third shot on goal for Lady Eagles. Yes, that was a great save by Stryker. Intercepted by, here comes Abilene High again. Number 19, that's going to be De La Garza. Good defense by number 9. Sarah Martinez takes the ball away. Here comes Wylie again. Nice pass from Fellows. Both these teams have exceptional ball movement. They move the ball extremely well.
Yeah. Because you can see it in almost all of these teams that both Abilene High and Wylie field in either the boys or girls. They're impeccable at the ball movement. They know exactly what they're doing, know how to trip up the defense, know how to dribble, pass, whatever. They know how to do it really well.
Wylie with the ball again. Ball goes out of bounds. Over to the Lady Eagles. Ramirez throws it out for Abilene High. Wylie just very methodical with their ball movement. Here comes Rumsey.
Looking to kick it from the outside. Offsides on Wylie.
Yep. So another offsides on Wylie. And again, Marsh for Abilene High will kick it out of the box. They had senior night before the game tonight. And Abilene High with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seniors tonight were recognized for the Lady Eagles before the game here at Shotwell.
One of those is Rayuna De La Garza, who's committed to Seminole State College, which, from an insider source, I got corrected. It is not Seminole, Texas, but it is in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Wylie again bringing it up. Brooklyn Cano.
Great ball movement right there.
And Cano trying to set up a good defense by the Lady Eagles just to kick it out of the box. But again, Wylie bringing the ball up the field very quickly.
Cano, great offensive weapon for these Bulldogs this season. Watch this, going down the field, trying to trip up Abilene High's defender. Number 6, Anika Ramirez, really. Brooklyn Cano, obviously an offensive weapon for these Bulldogs. Like I said, 7 goals so far this season. And she's looking to improve on that tonight.
Marsh with a kick out of the box again. Abilene High is coached by first-year coach Michael Fisher, assisted by Shaylin Kelly. And Wylie's coached by former Eagle coach Corey Oglesby and assisted by Kara Richardson. Ball out of bounds over to Abilene High. Valero throws it in for the Eagles. Nice move. Oh. No foul called. The officials letting them play as Murray goes down for Abilene High. So number 3 for Wylie, that's going to be Clara Percival. Watch this right here. Do you think she was fouled, Carter? Watch.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a trip up there for number 3, Clara Percival. Yep. I mean, just a little bit, but that's enough to get it a foul.
Officials letting them play.
Really good crowd here tonight. It's warm outside, like I was talking. At the end of soccer season, these two teams, except the boys' teams, senior night for Abilene High as well. And Wylie looking to make a push. Goal, Lady Bulldogs!
Number 10, Brooklyn Cano.
What did I tell you, Greg?
You did at 17:49 to make it 2-1.
There goes Cano. Abilene High tries to trip her up, but she says not today and hits it right into the goal with ease.
17:49, so the Bulldogs lead 2-1. Great call there by Carter Cook on the call. But you did call it. Cano's been, but she's been down there the last 3-4 times.
Yeah.
So 2-1 Bulldogs here. And I'm curious, Carter, how long that Coach Fisher will stay with Escobedo, not bring in Harden unless she's injured.
Yeah, really, because Escobedo and Stryker tonight are probably there to allow their main goalkeepers, Mash and, like you said, Harden, give them a rest before the playoffs, because both teams have obviously clinched the playoffs. It's just playoff seeding that's involved in this matchup now.
Especially for Abilene High, yes.
Yeah, because if they lose this game, they fall to 4th behind Legacy. Legacy will take 3rd place, and Abilene High will have to face a really good team in the playoffs, which they don't want to do.
Right. So Wylie, number 3, it's going to be Percival, will kick it out of the box. 16:52 left in the first half. Percival, one of the captains for the Lady Bulldogs, and she kicks it out of the box.
The wind obviously has not been as much of a factor. Currently about 9 miles of the south-southeast.
So Wylie will throw it in from the side. Going to be number 9, Sarah Martinez. Ball will go out of bounds. So Abilene High, number 23, Valero, will throw it in for the Lady Eagles. Wylie gets it back. Ball goes out of bounds over to Wylie. If you just joined us, 2-1 Bulldogs, and the goals by Fellows and Cano. Abilene High trailing 2-1, trying to get back in the game.
Again, Wylie's been a really dominant offense this season. Obviously, I predicted Brooklyn Kenna would score a goal just a few minutes before she did, and there they go again, trying to threaten Abilene High. Number 5, Claire Fellows.
Good defense by Ramirez for Abilene High on Fellows. So Abilene High playing tough defense. Number 11, Isabel Hayashi.
Really big kick there. Nice save. Escobedo shot on goal for the Bulldogs once again.
8 shots on goal for Wylie. 3 for Abilene High, and Escobedo kicks it out of the box.
Going to be a big kick here. Probably will go out of bounds. It does.
And Ramirez will get the ball for the Eagles. Sky Marsh will kick it out of the box for Abilene High. The senior. Little line drive kick.
Abilene High once again making a push down the field into Bulldog territory. A little bit of a push and a shove there.
De La Garza along with Hennessy for Abilene High. And we've got a whistle. We've got a foul on Wylie, number 12. That's going to be Bella Martinez. Fouls Hennessy, so Abilene High will get a free kick here. And number 19, that's going to be De La Garza.
This will be big for these Lady Eagles because again, they're down 1-2 against these Lady Bulldogs right now, especially after that goal from Brooklyn Cano. They're really trying to make a big statement here, trying to get the upset against Wylie.
That's great replay by our camera staff here at AISD Live tonight. Great crew tonight.
Nice defense by the Bulldogs, trying to push it back to Abilene High territory.
Abilene High with a pooch kicker. Abilene High had it set up right there. And number 7.
Great save by Lily Stryker there.
Edie Stover with the ball, but Stryker was there to save it. So Abilene High had it set up perfectly, Carter, to tie the game, but it got a nice play by Stryker. And she kicks it out of the box. 13 minutes left in the first half. You can see on the bottom of your screen on AISD Live. But most of the action tonight has been down in the Abilene High end of the field, and I'm sure Abilene High would like to change that as Marsh just kicks it out of bounds. And number 12, that's going to be Bella Martinez for Wylie, will throw it in.
Both teams have been very well-oiled machines tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Wylie 9 shots on goal, 2 goals. Abilene High, only 4 shots on goal, though. Only 1 by Jasmine Hogue in the 32-41 mark of this game. Really, Abilene High is going to try and do something to Wylie here to try and get back on the board, get the lead again.
Game is still wide open. We've got a lot of game left, Carter. A lot of game left here. And so number 12, Martinez will throw it in for Wylie. Claire Fellows kicks it. Good defense by Abilene High in the box to kick it out of the box there. Good defense by the Eagles to intercept the ball.
They're making a push, but Wylie takes it back.
Yeah, both teams playing good defense here in the first half.
Yeah.
And there's a booming kick for Wylie that's going to go to Escobedo. She gets it.
I could have set them up for something big if Wylie had made a little more of a push there.
Yeah. 10 shots on goal for the Lady Bulldogs and 4 for Abilene High. 2-1 Bulldogs here in the first half. Pass from De La Garza to Stover. Good defense from Abilene High, taken away by Jimenez. Alani Jimenez. Excuse me, Jimenez. So Rosencrantz will throw it in for Wylie, the freshman. Got a substitute coming in for the Bulldogs. So Wylie throws it in.
Wylie trying to make a push once again. Goes out of
Fellows
bounds.
just kicks it wide to the right. See the replay on the ISD Live. Just went wide to the right of the goal. We're under 10 minutes now. I want to remind you to stay tuned to the Ivy Property Management Halftime Show. We'll have some stats and scores, talk about the first half. There's a kick by number 18. That's going to be Robinson. Kicks it over the goal. So 11 shots on goal for Wylie. 4 for Abilene High as the ball goes over the goal by Robinson. And Marsh will kick it out of the box for the Eagles. Both teams playing good defense tonight.
Yeah, both teams, obviously, Abilene High looking to prevent them from slipping into 4th here in District 4, trying to prevent, obviously, facing a pretty strong opponent from this region here, while Wylie can have a pretty breezy playoff game in the first round, because I believe they get home advantage. Yeah. With the 13-3 in record, and they've really been doing great this season so far.
That was good defense by Malia Gonzalez, number 9, that came in for Abilene High. And Claire Fellows will do the corner kick. You can see the wind has picked up on that flag down there on the field, Carter.
Yeah.
Here comes the corner kick from Fellows.
And Wylie looking to threaten here. But Abilene High is playing great defense.
Good defense by Edie Stover.
Uh-oh! And that will go out of bounds.
I think Wylie was offsides again on that.
Yeah.
But nice defense by Edie Stover, the sophomore. Watch right here. Good defense by Stover to force that kick to just if she hadn't been right there in front of her, I think she would have got the pass off to her correctly.
Yeah.
So Martinez will throw it in for Wylie. Ball goes out of bounds off Marsh, Sky Marsh. And Ramirez throws it in for Wylie. There's a little nice defense by Abilene High, and that's going to be Maddie Dunn, the freshman. Kicks it out of the box and out of bounds. So we'll have a corner kick, and Claire Fellows, the junior captain for Wylie, will do the corner kick. Under 7 minutes here in the first half. 2-1 Bulldogs. Here's the kick from Fellows.
Once again, Wylie threatening goal, Lady Bulldogs!
So 6:40 here in the first half, and Wylie goes up 3-1. And we'll see the replay here. Here comes the kick from Fellows.
Couldn't get a read.
That's number 9 for Wylie. That's going to be Sarah Martinez with the goal. So Wylie, after trailing 1-0, has scored 3 goals in a row to take a 3-1 lead here at Shotwell Stadium. Goals by Fellows, Cano, and Gonzalez. So Abilene High finds themselves behind 3-1 here.
They're trying to make a push here.
Good shot by De La Garza.
Great save by Stryker. She's only given up 1 goal so far in this game.
Right. And that's the 5th shot on goal for Abilene High.
Despite that early bobble that allowed that goal, she's been doing really good. And also Wylie's defense has been doing really good, only allowing 5 shots on goal and 1 goal. That lone goal by Jasmine Hogue at 32-41.
Yep. So Wylie with a 3-1 lead at number 1. Jimenez will throw it in for Wylie. We got an offsides on Wylie again. Good ball moved by Malin Murray, number 4. Ball goes out of bounds over to Wylie. And Rosencrantz will throw it in. The freshman, actually, she's going to put the ball down. And we've got a sub coming in for her. Actually, 2 subs coming in. Looks like, no, just 1. And so Percival will throw it in, the captain for Wylie. Fellows again with a kick.
Just
missed wide to the right, yeah. So Fellows already has a goal tonight, trying to get another one. That's the 13th shot on goal for Wylie. And you can see it on the replay here on AISD Live.
Yeah. Just a little.
Just missed it, yep.
Wylie's offense is getting used to this Abilene High defense so far. Currently, they've been playing mostly in Abilene High's half so far in these first 36 minutes of soccer right here. Just out of bounds.
Ball goes to the left, out of the box. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the first half. Wylie leads 3-1. Escobedo gets the ball for Abilene High. And number 5, Sky Marsh, will kick it out of the box. Actually, number 9, excuse me. Malia Gonzalez kicks it out of the box. Good header by number 2, Dunn, for Abilene High. And that was Robinson kicking for their 14th shot on goal. Escobedo kicks it out of the box, a little pooch kick.
little bit of a scoreboard for y'all here tonight. Abilene High plays Wylie. The boys play at Hugh Sandifer Stadium. Softball, Abilene High will play San Angelo Central. Just goes outside the goal there. Another shot on goal for the Bulldogs. That's 15 so far.
Yes, it is. Escobedo's been busy in her box tonight.
Yeah. And as we previously mentioned, there's the Southtown Showdown once again next Thursday at 1 p.m. on AISD Live with Chuck Statler on the call. But before that, on Friday at 10 a.m., Abilene High will play San Angelo Central at Blackburn. Wylie will play Maybank at Wylie High School, 3 p.m. on Thursday.
So Jimenez passes it to Ramirez. Good defense by the Eagles. Wylie would like to get another goal going into halftime, but Abilene High playing good defense down here in the box. The ball's going to roll out of bounds. At number 10, that's going to be Addie Sechrist. Sechrist, the junior for Abilene High. .155 clock running here in the first half. Wylie leads 3-1.
51 seconds.
So Gonzalez kicks it out of the box.
Abilene High just looking to make a push here. They're coming down the field. Ooh, just barely missed.
Just missed behind the goal, so that's a 6 shot on goal. Abilene High with a chance right there. You can see the replay here. Good ball movement right there. That's number 19. That's De La Garza. She just got, she knew she wished she had that ball back.
Yeah. That was close too. Really just a little bit lower, and that would have been in.
Kick out of the box for Wylie.
Little assist from the win there. Goes out of bounds.
Yep. So Abilene High will have the wind at their back in the second half. That may make a difference, Carter.
It could, because we've seen in these last few games, really in the second half, everything seems to flip when they get the wind to their back. There's not much wind, only around 9 miles out of the south-southwest tonight. But it could still affect the game in some aspects, especially with the passing and trying to get it downfield.
Abilene High would like to score for 22. That's Reese Espinoza, the freshman, bringing it up for the Eagles.
I'll also say a little nice breezy.
Way to stay with the ball for Espinoza there.
Also just having a little bit of a push and a shove there.
Letting them play. I like
another
it.
shove.
I like it. That's De La Garza. That's Jasmine Hogue trying to get her second goal. Good ball movement. Abilene High trying to score here in the last 10 seconds.
Lady Eagles and
that's going to be at the end of the first half with our score. Wylie 3, Abilene High 1. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have the Ivy Property Management halftime show. So stay with us. We'll be right back on AISD Live.
This is our future.
This is our journey.
In AISD, CTE gives us a place to grow.
To explore. To discover what's possible.
We're learning skills that matter.
Skills that open doors.
Skills that create careers.
CTE is where passion meets purpose.
We don't just study.
We create.
We solve problems.
We prepare for what's next.
In AISD, CTE challenges us.
It supports us.
And inspires us.
The world is changing.
But so are we. We're ready to lead.
We're ready to serve.
We're ready to make a difference.
This is our moment.
This is CTE in AISD.
What type of letters? T? Consonant?
Hi, I am Mary John Waldron, and I'm a provider of dyslexia at Ward Elementary School. Reading by Design is a dyslexia intervention program that is a systematic and multisensory approach. It is an intensive, explicit, and a cumulative design. Students do a lot of activities during this time to help them segment, blend, manipulate words, syllables, phonemes, onsets, and rhymes. We're going to start with our division right after that first vowel, and we're going to put our accent on that first syllable. The alphabet part of our daily schedule helps the students grow in their alphabet knowledge of letter shapes and names.
R, rabbit, O. L, leaf, O.
Ward truly is a family. We are one big family, and we work hard together, we play hard together, we just enjoy our time each day learning and growing. It is so awesome to see kids who are really maybe not getting it, or they've been working hard on it and it kind of hasn't clicked yet, and then the day they get it, like maybe they have been struggling with decoding words and then they are able to read a phrase or a sentence. It is so fun to watch.
Are you ready to step into the future of technology? Welcome to Abilene ISD's Cybersecurity. At Abilene ISD, we're training the next generation of cybersecurity experts, teaching them how to protect crucial data and secure networks, helping them unlock hands-on skills that will empower them for a career that matters. Together, we're safeguarding today for a safer tomorrow. Join cybersecurity class at Abilene ISD, where your journey as a digital defender begins.
Ready for a more convenient way to purchase Abilene High or Cooper game tickets and a faster way to get to your seat in Shotwell Stadium? Abilene ISD is proud to partner with Hometown Tickets for online ticket sales at all high school athletic events in AISD. For easy access to purchasing, storing, and scanning your tickets at the gate, download the Hometown Fan app available in any mobile app store. Tickets for all high school athletic events can also be purchased on the AISD website via the ticket information page under Athletics or at the gate with a credit card. Varsity home game tickets go on sale at 8 a.m. on the Monday of game week through 12 p.m. on game day. Tickets are not sold on AISD campuses, and cash will not be accepted at Shotwell venue events. Additional information about sub-varsity and middle school game tickets can be found at AbileneISD.org. So what are you waiting for? Download the Hometown Fan app and get your tickets for the big game today.
Hey Abilene students! Do you want to spark up your future? The Lift Electrical Department connects classroom learning with real-life electrical work. Learn to wire, troubleshoot, and to power up the world. From basic circuits to advanced electrical systems, you are prepared for high-demand careers, certifications, and real-world experience all here at the Lift. Not sure about college? The Lift Electrical program equips you with the necessary skills to jump straight into a career after high school. Light up your future today and join the Lift Electrical Technologies program.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
Ready!
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Are you looking to build a solid future in AISD? The construction program at the Lift is a perfect place to start. You'll develop practical skills working with top-of-the-line equipment and learn the techniques employers are looking for. Plus, with expert instructors guiding you, you'll be ready to jump into the workforce or continue your education in construction. We are building foundations today for the students that shape tomorrow. Join the construction program at the Lift in AISD.
Hello, Abilene. I'm James Montgomery, Plant Manager, Great Lakes Cheese.
And I'm Trevor Hensley, Production Manager, Great Lakes Cheese. On behalf of all of us at Great Lakes, we'd like to say how proud we are to support all of our local high school sports through this sponsorship.
At Great Lakes Cheese, we're not just a company. we're an employee-owned family. That means the people you see coaching, cheering, and playing on these fields are the same folks you all find working side by side with us every day. We love this community as much as we love our cheese, and we're honored to give back to the young athletes who represent the future of Abilene. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, or here at Great Lakes Cheese, teamwork and dedication are what drive success. To all the athletes, coaches, parents, and fans tuning in, thank you for letting us be part of your journey. From our family at Great Lakes Cheese to yours, let's keep supporting our kids, our schools,
and our hometown pride.
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. Halftime, 2:34 away from the start of the second half, and the Wylie Lady Bulldogs lead Abilene High 3-1. And I want to welcome you to the Ivy Property Management Halftime Show. Ivy Property Management offering rental housing and top-tier customer service, a family business with family values and a belief that people are just as important as properties. Move up to Ivy Property Management, putting people in their place for over 50 years. We want to thank Randy Ivy and his staff for everything they do for AISD Live and Abilene High Athletics. Got some stats for you here in the first half. Abilene High started the scoring tonight at 32-41 when Jasmine Hogue, number 20, got an assist and scored the first goal for Abilene High. But Wylie came right back. Claire Fellows, she does everything for Wylie. She scored at 30-41 to tie the game at 1. Then at 17-49, Brooklyn Cano got the second goal for Wylie, and then with 6:40 left in the first half, number 9, the senior Sarah Martinez, got goal number 3 to give Wylie the 3-1 lead. And Carter Cook joins us back in the booth. And Carter, what stood out to you in the first half tonight of the Wylie-Abilene High game?
Probably the biggest thing was just the 15 shots on goal by Wylie and only 6 by Abilene High, because Abilene High got it started really quickly. Obviously, that goal by Jasmine Hogue, and only 8 minutes into this game. But then they kind of started getting really sluggish, while then Wylie ramped it up with Claire Fellows' goal, 30-41. Brooklyn Cano, 17-49. Sarah Martinez, 6-40, and then 15 shots on goal, which is very characteristic for this Wylie team, because so far they've already beaten Abilene High this season at Hugh Sandifer. And really, they're wanting to continue that and keep Abilene High out of that third place, so they'll fall and they have to face a really strong opponent in their first round playoff game.
One thing I noticed at halftime was Lily Stryker was the goalkeeper in the first half, because Kinsley Mash is normally the goalkeeper for Wylie. Well, Stryker was kicking balls to Mash, so I don't know if Mash is coming in the second half. It kind of looked like she was warming up to come in. We'll find out. We're about 14 seconds away from the start of the second half of this soccer match between Abilene High and Wylie. This is a big game for Abilene High because they lead Legacy by half a game, and if they lose, like we've been talking about during the match, they would fall to fourth place, and Legacy would move up to third. So Abilene High in the second half will be defending the south end of Shotwell Stadium with the Cougars in the end zone, red outline in white, blue end zone, and then Wylie will be defending the north with the Black Eagles end zone, gold outline in white. And like I was talking about earlier, we want to thank Ivy Property Management for sponsoring our halftime show. Ivy Property Management offering rental housing and top-tier customer service, a family business with family values and a belief that people are just as important as properties. Move up to Ivy Property Management, putting people in their place for over 50 years. Again, we thank Randy Ivy and his staff and everything they do for AISD Live and Abilene High Athletics. And speaking of staffs, Carter, we couldn't do any of this broadcast without yourself, and of course Gage is in the booth with us tonight.
Oh yeah.
And but I'm going to call off our great crew tonight here that's showing you all these great replays and live shots as Wylie gets set to start the second half. We've got camera 1 to be Desiree and Justice sharing it, Caden and Malia on camera 2, Matthew camera 5, Gabriel camera 6, Carter, you're in the booth, Ethan's doing the replay, Malia and Justice. I think Justice is going to direct the second half, and live stream is either Malia or Justice. So great crew tonight. Couldn't do it without Randy Cluck, Karen Batson. Appreciate her bringing the pizza tonight, and the Dr. Pepper, and of course Caleb Smith, who teaches them at the lift. And of course, I can't forget the best clock operator in the state of Texas, Coach Randy Raines. And we couldn't do it without Randy Cluck. So glad you're with us. Second half And Carter, what do you want to see in the second half out of Abilene High to try to get back in this match?
Well, I've already seen it from Abilene High. They really tried to push Wylie and just keep them in their own half. And I believe Mash might be back in, but I can't tell. But right now, Abilene High just has to play way better defense, get their offense started up, and then they'll start scoring goals. Because, again, they have 39 minutes now to do whatever they want. They just need to get locked in to that rhythm against Wylie, who's already scored 3 goals and currently leads by 2.
So Abilene High, Hennessy throws it back to Gonzalez, who throws it in.
And like I was saying, Abilene High is already going after it. They're already pushing into Wylie's half very early in this second half.
So De La Garza down there, the ball goes out of bounds, and she's going to do a corner kick. But you can see that win on that corner flag there on ASD Live on your team. Look at that flag blowing right there, Carter.
Yeah, it's picked up to about 10 miles an hour.
So De La Garza will kick it out for the Eagles.
Great corner kick. Abilene High looking to set up here. Almost so close. Saved by Mash.
So Kinsley Mash is back in the game for Wylie at goalkeeper?
Yeah.
Okay. So the ball will go over to Wylie. Number 19, Savannah Rosenkrantz. She's the freshman. We'll throw it in for the Bulldogs. Wylie leading 3-1. Just underway here in the second half.
And there they go. Abilene High already looking to start something. They're setting themselves up in good position. Wylie playing great defense, shoved to the ground. I can't tell.
We've got a Wylie player down, it looks like.
Yeah. They're going to stop play. Oh, no, they're not. They're going to keep going. Wylie player gets up. I cannot get a read on who that is.
And here comes Wylie now bringing it up.
Oh, here goes Wylie. Goal, Lady Bulldogs! That's number 4 right there. Number 18, Kiara Robinson. There you go.
Actually, that's Brooklyn Cano with her second goal.
Oh, wow.
That's Cano with her second goal right there.
That is by far.
36-48 in the second half. So 2 goals for Cano, and Wylie leads 4-1 here. And that's the first shot on goal for the Bulldogs, and they make it count.
Already making a statement here against...
So Brooklyn Cano with her second goal tonight.
Here goes Abilene High.
And Escobedo will get it in the box. So Wylie taking the commanding 4-1 lead now as Abilene High tries to figure out a way to get back in this soccer match. Trailing 4-1. Here comes Hennessy up for the Eagles.
Nice kick by number 15 for Abilene High.
Clover Hennessy.
Yep. And good crowd here tonight. Mostly Abilene High dominant, though, on the north side of the bleachers. Got some Wylie fans there, though. Wylie trying to get out of their own territory because Abilene High, again, they're trailing by 3 right now. They had a not so great first half, but they're really looking to rebound here. Even though Wylie has already scored a goal, brought their lead up to 4-1 against these Lady Eagles.
Good defense by Abilene High there to steal the ball from Wylie. The ball's going to roll all the way down. So Abilene High trails 4-1 here in the second half.
Abilene High, again, they're still trying to look to prevent falling to 4th place and losing their 3rd place spot in the table to Legacy, who's currently 3-7-1, 2-4 in district. While Abilene High is 9-9-1, 3-4 in district, coming off of a loss to Legacy. Only trails them by a game and almost goes in. Good save by Mash. That will be a shot on goal for the Lady Eagles.
Yep, and that's from number 20, Jasmine Hogue, who scored the goal in the first half for Abilene High. So Abilene High with the first shot on goal by Jasmine Hogue and saved by Kinsley Mash.
Again, Abilene High pushing down the field right now. Looking to do something.
Ball goes out of bounds for the Eagles. Wylie, number 7. That's going to be Ramirez. Throws it in.
Throw in by the Bulldogs. Number 18 there, Kiera Robinson, looking to set something up for the Bulldogs in Abilene High's end. Abilene High kicks it back, trying to prevent them from doing something here.
Yeah, Abilene High trailing 4-1, trying to figure out a way to get back in this soccer match. And Martinez will throw it in for the Bulldogs. So Cano, Brooklyn Cano, the senior midfielder with 2 goals for Wylie tonight to lead the Lady Bulldogs. Goals by Fellows and Gonzalez to give Wylie the 4-1 lead. And number 9 for Wylie, that's going to be Sarah Martinez, will throw it in for Wylie. She's a captain. Hennessy for Abilene High. And Martinez will Ramirez and Abilene High will throw it in. Wylie keeping the pressure.
Bulldogs, there they go. Oh, goal! Lady Bulldogs increase their lead to 5-1.
That's number 18, Kiera Robinson, at 32-36. And now Wylie with a commanding 5-1 lead on the goal from Robinson.
Already,
and Escobedo she stretched out and just went right to the right of her. But the senior Kiera Robinson with her first goal tonight, and now Wylie takes a commanding 5-1 lead here. 32-32 left in the soccer match. We've had 2 goals in less than 5 minutes for Wylie here in the second half. So Wylie has come out firing on all cylinders, Carter, on offense.
Yeah, because now the Eagles are going to look to rebound here. But right now, obviously, Wylie is pushing them back into their own end, which is a story they've read a lot so far this game. And they need to make a push into Lady Bulldog territory right now, or else they might be stuck in this same rhythm that we've seen all game.
So Cano, number 10, will throw it in. She leads the Bulldogs with 2 goals tonight. Wylie with 2 shots on goal in the second half, but both shots have been goals, and Cano will throw it in.
This is dangerous for Abilene High right now because Wylie's looking to score again in less than 2 minutes. Ball goes out of bounds, though.
Good defense by Edie Stover for Abilene High, the sophomore. And Claire Fellows, the captain, and she's got a goal tonight as well. She's going to do a corner kick.
Corner kick by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs hooks high into the right of the goal. That'll be a shot on goal for the Bulldogs.
So 3 shots on goal for Wylie. 1 for Abilene High. And Sky Marsh will kick it out of the box for the Eagles.
Right now, Wylie's offense obviously has been firing on all cylinders. Brooklyn Cano already 2 goals tonight, increases her season total to 9 so far. Before this, she had 7 goals on the whole season. Now she has 9 in total, only trailing Claire Fellows with 11. Behind her, Lauren Ramirez with 6.
But Abilene High is still playing good defense, still giving 110% here.
Yeah.
Trailing 5-1. And now Wylie again. Fellows bringing it up for the Bulldogs, and she does a line drive kick, goes wide to the right. So Wylie's still being very aggressive, even though they're up 5-1. And Escobedo's been busy tonight. That's the 19th shot on goal for Wylie.
Yeah. That was a very good kick. Just went a little to the right there, as you said, Greg.
Great replay shots from our camera crew tonight down on the field for AISD Live. Ramirez for Wylie, number 7, bringing it again. Here comes Ramirez.
There they
to
go.
the left side of the goal box, and she's going to try to set up a kick.
Escobedo
to Robinson. A nice save by Escobedo there. So 5 shots on goal, quick 5 shots on goal for Wylie here in the second half. And you can see the replay here.
They've already built a third of what they've had in that first half. They had 15 shots on goal.
And that was Brooklyn Cano again. She almost got her third goal.
Yeah, that would have been a hat trick. She's searching for it. The last time we almost saw a hat trick was with Samueli Patenji here at Shotwell when the Bulldogs played the Eagles on the boys team here a few weeks ago.
And Fellows kicks it again.
Nice header.
Nice header for Brooklyn Cano again. Almost got her another goals.
Now we're going to return it to the center.
Nice defense by the Lady Eagles to get it out of the box. But again, Cano was right there and almost got another goal.
Yeah, that would have been impressive. A hat trick in what? Only the first about 50 minutes of this matchup here?
Right. So Martinez throws it in for Wylie. Ball goes out of bounds off Hennessy for Abilene High. And Martinez, quick throw in, intercepted by the Eagles.
Going to send it back, trying to make a push.
Stover with a big kick down the field. A good hustle by De La Garza, hustling for the ball.
Going to go out of bounds. Oh, no.
Went off of Wylie out of bounds. So good hustle by Percival and De La Garza, but it went off Percival, I believe. And so Abilene High is going to get a corner kick, and they are. And De La Garza is going to kick the corner kick, the captain for the Eagles.
And this could cut their lead down here if they get a goal here. But Mash is back in the game. A pretty good goal keep for Wylie, and a good save there by Mash.
That was a good save by Mash. The second shot will go. Abilene High right back.
Uh-oh.
And Gonzalez
good
with the
defense
kick.
by Wylie.
Good. Gonzalez trying to kick it, and we got number 11 went down, Martinez for Abilene High, but they're letting them play.
On the topic of Mash and Striker, in the past 2 games, Wylie's won by a total of 8 goals, but has not allowed a single goal. And in these last 5, they've only allowed 4 goals in total. Their largest amount of goals allowed was against Memorial, 1-2 on the 17th of February.
Wow. So Cano kicks the ball, intercept. Here comes Martinez, stays with it. Ramirez stays with it.
Wylie looking to do something big again here. Bounces off of
Dunn, Maddie Dunn. Good defense by Dunn for Abilene High. So Wylie with another corner kick. And number 11, Zalia Martinez, the freshman, in for the Eagles, and Claire Fellows will do the corner kick for Wylie. Wylie leads 5-1 here. Final regular season game of the season for both teams, as both teams will prepare for the playoffs.
Big night here also. It was senior night for the Lady Eagles. 8 seniors in total for this team. Wylie again looking to score, goes out of bounds.
So it goes out of bounds. And number 9, Sarah Martinez.
And again, right now, Brooklyn Cano is on the cusp of a hat trick right now. She has 2 goals, one in the first half at 17:49 and one in the second half, 36:45. She's hunting for that hat trick right now.
Zoe Robinson kicks it to Martinez, Andrea Martinez for Wylie. Good defense by the Lady Eagles to intercept the ball. Clover Hennessy there, and here comes Abilene High. That's going to be Malin Murray. Nice pass from Murray, intercepted by Wylie. And a booming kick down the field.
That's against that wind, too.
Yes, it is.
It's not much, but it can still affect the game like we were talking about in the first half. This is big for Abilene High now because they have the wind back at their back.
Lauren Ramirez has been busy tonight for Wylie. And there's Rumsey, the freshman. Here she comes, 16. Nice ball movement by Rumsey. Good defense, though, by Maddie Dunn. Great defense by the freshman Dunn on Rumsey. 2 freshmen going at it. So Abilene High will kick the ball in. But I want to thank our core sponsor, Great Lakes Cheese. You can see it right behind the Taylor County Expo Center. We at Great Lakes Cheese are proud to support local high school sports. Great Lakes Cheese is not just a company. We're an employee-owned family. The people you see coaching, cheering, and playing in these venues are the same folks you'll find working side by side with us every day. We love this community as much as we love our cheese, and we're honored to give back to the young athletes who represent the future of Abilene, whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or here at Great Lakes Cheese. Teamwork and dedication are what drives success. Thank you for letting us be a part of your journey. From our family at Great Lakes Cheese to yours, let's keep supporting our kids, our schools, and our hometown pride. And we want to thank James Montgomery and his staff for everything they do at Great Lakes Cheese.
Out of bounds, I believe, on Wylie.
It is, but that was good defense. That was number 11. Azalea Martinez was driving the ball down. And some quick throw in from number 4, Malin Murray.
Abilene High looking to get a setup here, trying to cut this lead down from the Bulldogs. But Wylie's going to send it back down once again. They're trying to set up to get a 6-1 lead unless Abilene High can cut that down.
Good defense by the Lady Eagles there. So Wylie player was down and now she's up. And I want to say that's number 3, Clara Percival. I believe to see the replay on AISD Live. Yep, that's number 3, Percival. Percival's the one that went down, collided with Mash and collided with Zalea Martinez. I'm glad to see Percival's okay. So Kinsley Mash in the box, and the officials talking about it to the top of your screen there on AISD Live in the box. And number 13, Keely Rose, comes in for Wylie. And the officials come back out after they had their conversation. And let's see what they're going to decide here. So it's going to be, actually that was a foul on Wylie. That's going to be a penalty kick here for Abilene High. And that's going to be number 19, De La Garza, with the kick for Abilene High.
And here she goes. De La Garza misses. Oh, no. And it goes out of bounds.
So back-to-back shots on goal, and De La Garza, it hit the left pole on the goal, and then got the rebound and kicked it again and went to the wide left. And De La Garza wish she has that back, Carter, but she just missed both of them.
Yeah, it kind of exemplifies their struggles they've had tonight, especially against this really great Bulldog team.
Watch the replay here.
That just hit the side of the goal, and that was maybe not even a foot, just barely miss, and the refs are going to give it a no call.
So Percival will kick it out of the box for Wylie.
There goes number 9, Sarah Martinez.
There's Ramirez for Wylie, number 7. Ramirez.
There she goes.
And she...
missed.
Wow.
Right into the goal.
And she set that up perfect.
Yeah.
To the pass.
Uh-oh. I believe that might be Brooklyn Cano.
Pass number 9 to Martinez missed the goal. But Ramirez had a perfect pass to Martinez, and she missed it. So 6 shots will go for Wylie here in the second half, but 2 of those 6 have been goals. And here comes Hennessy. Hennessy with a nice pass there, trying to get to Martinez.
Abilene High looking to avenge the goal. Missed by De La Garza. De La Garza doing it herself, and she's knocked down. They're going to let him play. Wylie sending it back down the field.
Good defense by the Lady Bulldogs. There's De La Garza again. And now here comes Ramirez. She's by herself, and we got an offsides on Wylie, I believe. Yep. And we got a new goalkeeper in for Abilene High, number 21, Oriah Barnett, for the Lady Eagles goalkeeper. So Barnett, the sophomore, is the new goalkeeper for Abilene High. You can see the replay here on AISD Live.
They both went down.
Slide defense. Keely Rose with defense on De La Garza there. Ball goes over to the Eagles. Clover Hennessy walking right in front of your camera there. Ball goes over to Wylie, and that's going to be Percival, number 3 for Wylie. Gonzalez and Sechrist in your screen there, but there's Percival right there. One of the captains for the Lady Bulldogs. Got a whistle, and the ball will go over to Abilene High. Or actually go over to Wylie. So Percival will kick it from the side here.
Trying to set up another goal for the Lady Bulldogs here. That will fly over. Good catch.
Good save by Barnett there, and that 7th shot on goal for the Lady Eagles.
Looking to send it back down to Wylie's end, but Wylie intercepted the ball. Again, they're going to try and set up goal here. Ball flies out in the stands.
Ball goes off Reese Espinoza, number 22, the freshman.
You'll hear one of our camera crew down there.
Yeah. Oh, got old Caden down there. Is that Caden down there?
That's Malia. She'll be all right. She'll walk it off.
Ball goes off for Ramirez and out of bounds. Espinoza throws it in for Abilene High.
Wylie sending it back down to their own end again. Sends it out of bounds on the 20-yard line. I guess if you could call it that.
Right. So Andrea Martinez, number 2, will throw it in for Wylie.
A little bit of, nope.
Got him. I don't know if she fell down or got pushed down, but that's Martinez, number 11.
Yeah.
So Abilene High, number 4, Murray, will kick it for the Lady Eagles. So we've got a lot of live action coming up here in the month of March on AISD Live. Of course, don't forget, starting March 19th, the soccer playoffs will start for the boys and the girls. But next Thursday, as Carter was talking about earlier, at 1 o'clock at Blackburn Field, the Wylie Bulldogs will play Abilene High. Then on St. Patrick's Day, we'll have the Southtown Showdown in softball. Wylie plays Cooper in softball. Ball goes over the goal
believe that was Kano. She was hunting for that hat trick again.
And then on March the 20th, we've got Cooper Abilene High softball at Abilene High and Abilene High Cooper baseball at Cooper. And then to round out the month of March, we've got Wylie and AHS softball at Abilene High. So plenty of baseball and softball action on AISD Live. Stay with us, and Chuck Statler will have the call on March 12th for the Abilene High Eagles. 15:47 left in this soccer match. Wylie leading 5-1.
Speaking of softball, I do have a score update for the Abilene High San Angelo Central game. Abilene High takes home the win against San Angelo Central 13-1, improving the record to 9-7-1.
Abilene High having a good year. They've played some really tough teams.
Oh, yeah.
Officials letting them play because it got tangled up again, but they're letting them play tonight.
Abilene High send it down the field here, trying to set up a goal position. Trying to get in goal position again. They might do it here. A little bobble of the ball, and it goes high over the goal.
Stover miskicked the first one, but she got a second opportunity. So 5 shots on goal for Abilene High and 8 for Wylie. Abilene High with 11 total for the game, and Wylie with 23. So double the shots on goal tonight for the Lady Bulldogs. They lead 5-1.
Right now, this is anyone's game. Wylie has taken a commanding lead here so far in the second half, obviously. And with 15 minutes to go, again, Abilene High is really looking to try and get a few quick goals here to cut down that lead, maybe send it to at least a tie.
Yes, Abilene High has definitely got their work cut out for them. They still have 14 minutes.
Yep. Wylie.
Shot to the left of the goal.
That's 8 in a single half so far. They're getting close to their first half total of 15 shots on goal. Again, 3 of those were goals. And so far they've 2 goals this half. 10 goals? Yeah, 10 goals. 9 goals. 9 shots on goal.
Good replay by the AIST Live crew. Malin Murray with a kick out of the box. And number 10, Sechrist, throws it in for Abilene High.
Nice offense there by the Lady Bulldogs.
Pass from Ramirez to Fellows, but good defense by number 10, Sechrist, for Abilene High. But Ramirez gets the ball back, and here comes Ramirez again.
She's done it a lot this time.
She said passes. Nice defense by number 6, Ramirez, for Abilene High to steal the ball. And now Sarah Martinez kicks the ball. And Espinoza misses it. And now there's a kick on. Nice defense by Abilene High there, number 2. Maddie Dunn, the ball goes off of her, and then Barnett will get it. But good defense by the Lady Eagles down there in the box. As they trail 5-1 here at 12:24 left in the soccer match. You can see at the bottom of your screen on AISD Live. Mash will get it in the box, and she will kick it out of the box. Lily Stryker played the first half, and Kinsley Mash is coming in the second half for Wylie. Good hustle by Murray for Abilene High. Ball goes out of bounds off Ramirez. So Tinley Smith, the sophomore, will throw it in for Wylie.
Appears they've taken Cano out of the game.
Cano's out and Fellows is out. I imagine you're going to see Coach Oglesby pull the starters down. They've got a 5-1 lead. She may give those starters some rest.
Yeah, especially with playoffs. Well, they start in 2 weeks. It's not like football,
right,
where you get thrown straight in. And also, they're lucky. They get a whole week to rest, get practice, unlike football.
And some of these teams, sometimes, I don't know if they are for sure, but some of them play practice games against other teams to get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
They may have a practice match.
So Cano will not get her hat trick tonight unless she comes back in these last 10 or so minutes.
So number 12 for Wylie, that's Bella Martinez. Ball goes out of bounds off number 10, Sechrist for Abilene High. Number 2 for Wylie, that's Martinez, kicks it in front of the goal. Good defense by the Lady Eagles to knock it out of the box there. Good defense by Edie Stover. Percival to Rumsey. Rumsey with the ball with Edie Stover there, number 7. Good steal from Edie. And Edie's played some good defense tonight for Abilene High, Carter. She's played some good defense.
Yeah, despite the 5 goals, Abilene High has played pretty good defense, giving 110% out there tonight.
10th shot on goal for Wylie as Barnett kicks it out of the box. Araya Barnett came in for Trinity Escobedo. Good steal by De La Garza, or excuse me, Jasmine Hogue. Hogue with the only goal for the Lady Eagles tonight. Valero, ball goes out of bounds off of Valero over to Wylie. We're under 10 minutes now, and I want to remind you to stay tuned to the Quad C Heating and Cooling post-game show. After the soccer match is over, we'll give you the final stats and get you ready for the playoffs in 2 weeks. So stay with us for the Quad C Heating and Cooling post-game show right here on AISD Live. Coming up on 9 minutes left in this soccer match. Lady Bulldogs lead 5-1. And Abilene High will just kick the ball out of bounds. Ramirez, number 6, kicks it out for Abilene High. Wylie trying to add to the lead, but good defense by the Lady Eagles there. Another shot on goal, so that's 11 shots on goal here in the second half for Wylie. 5 for the Eagles. Stover kicks the ball down to Wylie, intercepted by Wylie. Ball rolls out of bounds. We'll go over to Abilene High. Sechrist those in, quick throw in. Rumsey for Wylie brings it up. Passes to Robinson. Robinson with another shot on goal. Nice.
Goal, Lady Bulldogs!
That's going to be number 9. That's going to be Sarah Martinez. At 7:40. So Barnett had a nice block there off the kick from Robinson, but it went right in front of Martinez, who just kicked it in. So Sarah Martinez with her first goal of the night, and Wylie now leads 6-1. 3 goals in each half for the Lady Bulldogs. 7:40 left in the soccer match. So Wylie now with a commanding 6-1 lead here. Abilene High would like to get a goal. Nice, here comes Abilene High. Nice save by Mash, excuse me. So 6 shots on goal. And we've got a Wylie player down in the box. Clock is stopped at 6:55. I'll get your number and find out who's down. Hope she's okay. But just complete domination tonight here, Carter, by Wylie. First half, 15 shots on goal. The second half got 11, and they've scored 3 goals in each half. So just been a complete game.
Yeah.
And Abilene has really had no answer for the offense of the Lady Bulldogs tonight.
Because their lone goal is by Jasmine Hogue at 32-41. And the player that went down
is Percival. That's going to be number 3, Clara Percival.
Yeah.
She's one of the senior captains.
Someone's reading a book in the stands.
Yeah. So Kinsley Mash will kick it out of the box.
But again, Wylie, absolute domination, and that shows them why they're second place. Again, they've showed excellence all season, beating number 18 in 5A, Memorial, whose only loss comes to a 7th ranked in 6A, South Grand Prairie. And that was their first game of the season. And they've done great. They have a 92-point differential. They've clinched the district title. Wylie's in second, and probably by the conclusion of this game, they'll stay at second. Abilene High could fall to 4th if they do not answer in these next 6 minutes.
And Wylie's only loss in district is to Memorial.
Yep.
Brooklyn Cano is back in the game. You called it number 2. Andrea Martinez, the senior, comes in for Wylie.
Once again, Brooklyn Cano is hunting for a hat trick, and if she does, that will, one, put the Bulldogs at a good lead of 7-1, which is an impressive lead. And so far in their last 5 games, their largest margin of victory was by 5 goals against Legacy last Tuesday.
So Abilene High still would like to get a goal here in this regular season finale. Ball goes out of bounds off Wylie, number 4, Tinley Smith. Quick throw in for the Eagles.
And if they win this game, this will be their largest margin of victory, tied for their game against Cooper on the 3rd of February. And then last Tuesday's game against Legacy, both will be by a margin of 5 unless someone scores a goal here in these next 5 minutes.
So under 5 minutes now in the soccer match, as Wylie will throw it in. Tinley Smith throws it in for Wylie. So Coach Oglesby in her first year has done a good job at Wylie. She was at Abilene High last year and came over to Wylie. And she's done a good job here in her first year. And Coach Fisher's done a good job in his first year at Abilene High getting the Lady Eagles into the playoffs.
Yeah.
So the ball's rolling out of bounds. Good hustle by both girls to try to get to the ball.
Last year, Coach Oglesby led the Lady Eagles to a playoff appearance with a 2-4-1 record in district, 6-12-2 overall record. They had a loss in the first round to Amarillo 0-2 at Friendship High School.
I was on the call for that. I was there.
Yeah. And again, it's just great to see these teams make the playoffs. It's such a joy. Yeah, playoff losses are really crushing, but you got to keep rebuilding, and Michael Fisher's done a great job of that. Unfortunately, though, if they cannot respond to...
They may see Amarillo High again in the first round.
Yeah, Amarillo High, I've always noticed it's a very common theme from teams from this area to play the Amarillo High.
The girls are a powerhouse in every sport up there in Amarillo. They're really good. Coming up on 3:30 and number 19, Rosencrantz, the freshman for Wylie, will kick it out of the box. And if you're Wylie, you're just trying to run the clock out and get out of here with no injuries.
Yep. Because you want to preserve that starting 11 for your next playoff game, which they'll have home advantage. They only trim district champions Memorial.
I don't know if they do the home and home in soccer. I'll have to find that out. Because last year, Amarillo High was district champions, and Abilene High played them at Friendship, met them halfway. So I don't know if they do that in soccer. I'll have to find out. So number 2, Andrea Martinez throws it in for Wylie.
There goes Brooklyn Cano. Again, she might get a hat trick in this last 2 minutes unless, obviously, with courtesy, does not score a goal.
So Kinsley Mash will kick it out of the box. Rosie Krantz with a kick out of the box. Valero for Abilene High. Under 2 minutes now.
And I believe the boys currently, aren't they district champs in their division right now?
Abilene High lost their first game on Friday. I'm not for sure. Good save by Barnett there. So 12 shots on goal.
They play Wylie tonight at Hugh Sandifer.
Yep.
As long as they don't lose that, they could clinch, and as long as Cooper doesn't beat whoever they play tonight.
Right. So Abilene High will throw it in. Coming up on a minute in the soccer match. And Gonzalez throws it in for the Lady Eagles. De La Garza tries to set up. Intercepted by Wylie. Here comes Kiera Robinson. She scored a goal tonight for Wylie. With the freshman Maddie Dunn. Good defense by Dunn down there on Robinson. Maddie Dunn, just a freshman, playing great defense tonight for the Lady Eagles. Number 1, Jimenez throws it in for Wylie. Good save by Barnett. 13 shots on goal here in the second half for Wylie. Coming up on 15 seconds.
Now, Abilene will fall to 4th. Legacy will take their spot. Right now, Abilene High just looking to respond. The ball will roll out of bounds to end this game.
And that's the end of the soccer match. Our final score.
Abilene High.
Hang on, let's see. Did they call a foul or no? Let's see. Time has expired.
Look like they might.
Let's see if it's the officials are going to talk here. I think the soccer match is over. Yes, it is. So our final score is Wylie 6, Abilene High 1. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have the Quad C Heating and Cooling postgame show. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back on AISD Live. Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. I want to welcome you to the Quad C Heating and Cooling postgame show. Abilene, stay cozy in the winter and cool in the summer. Quad C Heating and Cooling. Quad C Heating and Cooling delivers fast service, expert repairs, and full installations. Don't wait. Call Quad C Heating and Cooling today at 325-480-1404. We want to thank Chris and his whole staff at Quad C for everything they do for AISD Live and Cooper and Abilene High Athletics. So pretty dominant performance tonight by the Wylie Bulldogs as they beat Abilene High 6-1 or 7-1, Abilene High had 6 shots on goal in the first half. Jasmine Hogue led off the scoring with 32-41 in the first half to give Abilene High their only goal of the soccer match. And Abilene High came right back at 30-41 when Claire Fellows scored a goal to tie it at 1. Then Brooklyn Cano at 17:49 got the first of her 2 goals to lead Wylie to 2-1. And then right before the half at 6:40, number 9 Sarah Martinez made the score 3-1 going into halftime. Wylie with 15 shots on goal. The second half, Wylie came out with a vengeance. Brooke Cano with her second goal at 36-48 to give the Bulldogs a 4-1 lead. And at 32-36, number 18 Kiera Robinson scored a goal to make it 5-1. And then number 9, Sarah Martinez, at 7:40 left in the soccer match, gave the Lady Eagles, or the Bulldogs, the 6-1 lead. And actually the final score was 6-1. So with the loss, Abilene High falls to 9-10-1, 3-5 in district. And right now they sit in 4th place. They have made the playoffs. And Wylie moves to 14-3, 6-1 in district, and they will wrap up 2nd place in District 4-5A. So pretty dominant performance tonight. I want to thank our AISD live staff. We couldn't do any live event without our great staff and students. I want to thank Carter for being in the booth with me. I want to thank Desiree and Justice for running camera 1, Caden and Malia for running camera 2, Matthew camera 5, Gabriel camera 6, Ethan on the replay, Malia and Justice for directing tonight, and Justice on the live stream. I want to thank them. And, of course, Randy Cluck, our director, our leader, and Karen Batson for bringing the pizza, and Dr. Pepper and Caleb Smith for teaching the kids at the lift. And, of course, I can't forget the best clock operator in the state of Texas, Coach Randy Raines. So great job tonight on the replays and great shots by AISD Live crew and Carter. Any final thoughts tonight?
My final thoughts is this game was just crushing for Abilene High, 6-1. This is tied for Wylie's 3rd biggest margin of victory. Obviously, their last game against Legacy last Tuesday, and then their first win against Cooper. As they fall to 4th and probably have to play a really good team, something like Memorial, which we've already seen, they lost 12-0 to them at Memorial Stadium in Wichita Falls. And Wylie is lethal. They have a great offense, a great defense. Again, Brooklyn Cano was 1 away from a hat trick. So really, I think Abilene High, again, they've been a lot of middle of the table, but I think they can improve, especially. And then Wylie is going to do great in the playoffs.
And Carter, it's been a pleasure calling you this season. Your first time in the booth this year as a student. You did a great job, and I want to thank everybody for listening to the regular season here on AISD Live for the soccer season this season. Now, we still got playoff action coming. Both Abilene team boys, Abilene High and Cooper boys, are going to make the playoffs, and then Abilene High girls are going to be in the playoffs too. So the playoffs will start on the 19th, and don't forget about the baseball game next Thursday at 1 o'clock at Blackburn Field with Chuck Statler on the call. So for everybody that had a part in this one tonight, we want to thank you. And until we talk to you next time, so long, everybody, on AISD Live.